Hello everybody and welcome back to Black Ops 4 Zombies. Today, we are going to be playing Classified. Classified is, it's a map that makes, that's... what? Sorry. No, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Classified, yeah. I don't like this map. I think it's boring. It's not, I don't have fun. I mean, I don't hate it. Just, it's not really that interesting. And because of that, I'm running all secret sauce, just to make things a bit more interesting. And on top of that, whatever secret sauce perks I get, I have to use. And on top of that, I'm making this a 2-box. And I'm also running Hellfire, because I never use Hellfire. So why not? So I'll get into all the stuff that I don't like about Classified. Great cutscene, by the way. I think, well, first of all, I just want to get this out of the way. I'm not doing the Easter egg. The Easter egg is getting to round 150, and I don't have 11 hours to spend. I've done it twice before. I might do it again, but not anytime soon. I probably will do it again, like sometime on Twitch. Wink, wink. Follow me there. But not anytime soon. But a lot of people say, no, but Project Scotty is the Easter egg. No, that's like saying obtaining the Stormbow is the Easter egg on Dreisendrach. No. So... what I am going to do, I'm just gonna focus on getting lots of points, which we can get really quickly. I might be able to do what I need to. No. So if you don't know, if you did not watch my original 5 video, then I'll just let you know now, 5 from Black Ops 1 is one of my favorite zombie maps of all time. I love how that map plays, I love how that map looks, and like, I know that I shouldn't judge a remake about how it is compared to its original, or like a reimagining, sort of like this, and Blood, and all the other BO4 Ether maps. But this map just feels empty. Like, look at this compared to, like, the Giant. Like, the Giant was really good for its time because it had a role that it played. While Shadows of Evil was a super complicated quest map, the Giant was there to be, like, the casual experience. But for BO4, you had 4 maps at launch, where 3 of them were pretty heavy quest maps, but this one did not have a quest, which you would think that would be to its advantage by being the casual map, but I would argue that 9 is more of a casual map than this. I think 9 has stuff for every type of player, and that's what makes it special. So, especially now, at the end of BO4's life cycle, this map really does not have, like, a niche or something that it has to, like, make it stand out. Like, granted, now the Giant is kind of obsolete due to Chronicles, but, like, even, like, some people would argue that it's the definitive way to play Doris, and that I would not agree with that, but some people would argue that. Excuse me, I don't want to end the round yet. So you're probably wondering what I'm doing by not ending the round. I'm just knocking on the door. Alone. Well, that was weird. I wonder what that was all about. Oh, it's a Nova Crawler. Okay, I'll just snipe this. That was cool. Oh, another Nova. Oh, and another one. Okay, that's cool. And another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. Double points? Nope. Another one. So, just knocking on that door, just interacting with that door will give you some story stuff, but it'll also spawn a ton of Nova Crawlers, which you can really use in the early round to get a lot of points. Especially if you come in with a double point elixir. Okay, now that we're getting points, I should start to hit the box. Because like I said, this is a 2-box challenge. Come on, I ain't looking. I think that's a Rampart. I kind of saw, but I don't know for sure. Was that the Rampart 17 that I got? Double? Oh, let's go. Let me focus on... Once I end the round, I'll look see what I got. Where are you? If anyone's watching this and you disagree with what I have to say about Classified, please let me know. I'm interested to see what other people think about this map. Double Cross. Okay. Also known as the Echo Hawk Dual Echo Hawk Dual something. I don't know. They changed the name of this for some reason. Like, I think like closer to like when Cold War came out, or like right before then. Dude, the BO4 M16 is bad. I'm sorry, the BO4 M16 is bad. So we're running Double Cross and the M16, and I would say, hold on, let me turn, I don't know why the volume's so loud. I would say like the only way to be able to hit the box again is if I get Mule Kick as one of my perks. So yeah, got 7K on round 2, so that's pretty good. Okay. Let's make our way over here. I will say, despite the fact that I'm pretty negative about this map, there are some stuff that there's some things I really do appreciate. For starters, the Winter's Howl. We know about the Winter's Howl in BO1. That thing sucked really, really bad. And we all know that. They buffed it in BO4. It's still not great, but it kind of went from one of the worst weapons of all time to kind of usable. Like, I still wouldn't, like, go on my way to get it, but if I get out of the box, I can work with it. Kill the pig, ran the bum. Let's see, there's more parts I need to get. Not in here. Oh man, this map makes me sad. Just because, like, I can't really blame Classified itself for doing this, but they kind of started up a lot of story threads that just never got explained or explored like they would have if BO4 was given like a full development, or if the team would have put Chaos to the side to focus more on Ether. Because look at this. People freaked out when they saw this. The Ether is not for us. Ultimus will prevail. Teddy dies. There are worse things to trust than a doctor. I think that's what this is. Yep. The voices in his head are just words on the page he read. Mostly Ultimus will prevail. That made it... Like, because people know, like, the quote, Primus will fail. It's just essentially a quote that means Primus will be stuck in the cycle and they will fail to break it. Ultimus will prevail is kind of like hinting people at, yo, Ultimus might be the one to save the day. And yeah, we do see Ultimus again in BO4 team up with Primus and Alpha Omega, but they don't really prevail because, spoiler alert for the end of BO4, they still die. They still die with Primus. So yeah. And then the ending cutscene is just terrible. Like, keep in mind, this map takes place during, or like right before, it's complicated. Because these characters come from Shangri-La to this area before going to Moon. But while this is happening in a hangar in Area 51, we have the characters who were on the Moon in there. That includes Richtofen, who's no longer in Samantha's body. Their bodies got swapped back after the events of Moon. And Dempsey's like, oh, hey, Doc, how'd you get back into your own body? And Richtofen's like, haha, doesn't matter, Dempsey. Yeah, it kind of does matter. It really kind of does matter. It's almost like maybe there is an explanation, like a cipher or a radio that I missed. But I would say maybe they just didn't have a solution. They wanted Richtofen back in his own body and they didn't know how to do it. So they just kind of threw that in and be like, how'd he get back into his own body? I don't know. That just might be on me though. Let's play Secret Sauce. Victorious Tortoise. Pretty good. Let's build the shield. Do I want it here? I'll make it here. I like it here. One thing that I think this map does improve over 5 is the teleporters. They now show you where they're gonna go. So like that goes to the labs. This goes up here in the office. And then that's a computer that goes down in the war room. And then they also added some like new areas, like upstairs. That entire area is opened up, like past the spawn room, like behind the spawn room. That's all opened up. Level 2, yeah. Shows how little I use this on PC. I think I got all the camos on PlayStation. Okay. Let's buy Secret Sauce again. Blaze Phase! Best perk in the game. Whee! I don't think I've ever used Blaze Phase seriously. There are some people who swear to it, and they're like, yo, Blaze Phase is actually a great perk. And I'm like, sure. So let's open Pack-a-Punch. We're about to get enough points to Pack-a-Punch. Okay. It's time to Pack-a-Punch. It's open. Maybe I can get enough points to be able to Pack-a-Punch. Perfect. Let's go in. Nice. Okay, perfect. We're in the Pack-a-Punch. Uh-oh! The Pack-a-Punch isn't there! There's just a part. What's this part for? I don't know. Let's find the craftable table and build it and find out. And the only other craftable table is downstairs. Oh, dogs. Dogs. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! They all just appeared out of nowhere. That's terrible. Okay, well, I lost all my perks. That was unfortunate. I should have like pulled out my specialist or anywhere but here or something. I just kind of panicked. Okay, let me actually grab all my perks first before we Pack-a-Punch. teleporter signal amplifier. Okay, secret sauce. Oh, that's electric burst. And for my modifier, Blaze Phase! Let's go. Best day of my life. We love Blaze Phase in this house. Dude, electric burst is actually gonna be super helpful. Okay. Sure. Stone Cold Stronghold. This is my biggest issue with the map. I just want to set it straight. I will never forget playing this for the first time. I remember I was playing this, launch night, running around, I get to this round, and I'm like, oh shoot. One of my favorite aspects of 5 is the Pentagon Thief. And I'm just thinking, what could they have done in this game to him? Like, he's gonna be nuts. Like, did they change him up? Did they add in new abilities? Like, what did they do to the Pentagon Thief? And then I heard it, and my stomach dropped when I heard these words.
Fetch me their soul. You may take my soul, but you will not.
There's no Pentagon Thief in this map. And that's very disappointing to me. I kind of felt like I was never like that big of a Mob of the Dead fan, even though I think that Mob of the Dead is a fantastic map. But I never got into it as much as other people did. So now, seeing how people reacted to Blood of the Dead missing Afterlife and the Golden Gate Bridge, I always thought, you're overreacting. It's still fine. But now they took a map that I really enjoyed and kind of removed everything that made that map special in my eyes. And now I'm like, yeah, I understand. And that's kind of true on one hand, but on the other hand, I've always said, don't judge Blood of the Dead on your thoughts on Mob. And a part of me feels the same way about Classified in 5. I shouldn't be judging Classified about how I feel about 5, like what it does differently than 5. I should judge it based on its own product. Like, pretend 5 never existed. What do I think about Classified? I think Classified is kind of boring, but it's a pretty good casual experience. I will say that. It had a lot of interesting ideas. Ooh, Dying Wish. Thank you. Oh. Modifier. Wait for it. Whee! Oh, I hit a wall. Dang it. But yeah, I think that judging this map on how I like a completely different map is kind of unfair. There's still some things that I would do better, like the Round 150 Easter egg. They had the Round 150, the Easter egg cutscene locked behind Round 150 as like a sort of like a treat given to the high round players, which on paper I do really respect, and I'm glad that they ended up doing something like that. The sucky part is that it's vital to understanding the story, and it's locked behind was essentially a 11 to 12 hour process. And on top of that, when BO4 first launched, the game could not play high rounds because it would constantly crash over everything. To make it even worse, allegedly, they made it So you don't get the cutscene on round 250 or on round 150. You get on round 255. And they had to lower it, allegedly. These are just rumors. I don't know if it's true. Also, this is sick. You come to Groom Lake, like the starting room of Moon. I've always thought this was cool. Regardless of my criticisms of Classified, this is cool. But yeah, I don't understand why they would put in a high round Easter egg when high rounds barely functioned at all. I have done it, and I remember I crashed so many times trying to get this. I'm pretty sure I crashed like 3 times in a row in the 80s. But I eventually did it. And I think once, like when the game was still doing its life cycle, and once for a stream. Since I'm trying to get to round 100 on every map now, I started with D-Machine last week. I'll probably do another one this week. I'm gonna have to do round 100 on this map, and when I do, it will probably be round 150. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to level up my flamethrower. Oh boy. I should probably pack a punch, but there's a reason why I'm not packing. Dude, Nova Crawlers. I said this before, and I'll say it again. Any map that has Nova Crawlers in it is a lot worse than what it should be in my eyes. Like if your map has Nova Crawlers in it, that's automatically like down a rank grade. Like if you had like an A tier map, and you have Nova Crawlers, well, congrats, your map's now B tier. I'm doing this on purpose. I don't know if I've been making any sense this video. Okay. I'm due for a max. Okay. I'm just gonna train for a little bit. A little train. We're fine. Would not mind a carpenter or something. Don't kill. I did not kill. Burn! Dude, this takes longer than it should to kill. I know why no one ever uses this. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, the Path of Sorrows, the katana, is super good. The Ragnaroks are pretty good. Really? Not yet? The Ragnaroks are pretty good, especially if you're like a support player, where you like reviving your teammates. It's really good with that. The Death Machine, or whatever it's called, this is the Hellfire, the Overkill. It's pretty good for specific high round strats. So like on Alpha Omega, it's pretty good on that map. Tagger Cohen for some strats. But then the Flamethrower, the Hellfire, is just not useful at all in like any situation. Okay. Stay here for a certain amount of time, get max ammo, and a bonfire sale. I'm glad that they were able to at least incorporate bonfire sales into this map, even if you can't get them through its original method by killing the Pentagon Thief.
to see Cosmodrome, but did not care for spacemen. People overreact. Still not so bad. You... Excuse me. Oh, make stop. Why Hellfire not ready 5 minutes ago? There were thousands and only one Nikolai.
Oh.
Little girl seemed extra angry today. He's probably Richtofer's fault. Usually...
Nope. Oh, thank you. Dang it.
Nikolai is on fire.
No, a whole round doing that. Pack. I thought I had that done. Can't panic there. I don't have a shield. Okay, kilowatt and firebomb. That's fine. Okay, let's leave. We need to grab another shield. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna grab another shield and I might camp in here for a little bit. I'm not really sure what else to say about this map. Like, I would say, like, it's so weird. I think another reason why I'm not that big of a fan of this map is that, like, this map doesn't have a lot of depth. Apparently, especially compared to, the other Black Ops 4 maps. Like, even, like, the maps that you would say, my goodness. Even... Why this is... My goodness. Okay, that's kind of better. Oh, there we go. With the Chakram or the Hellfire. I don't know why they combined them. Just give me a calling card for the Chakram and a calling card for the Hellfire. Yo, I feel ripped off because when you have Blaze Phase in your modifier, you're supposed to, like, be able to fly infinitely. Whee! There we go! Okay, maybe I just wasn't charging it far enough. Let's see if we can make it to, like, 30. I think 30 might be a good round to stop. Maybe I should have played the Gauntlet for this. Dude, the Gauntlets. That's funny. I don't know, just like... It feels weird, like, just casually playing a BO4 map. And just not doing an Easter egg. I don't think I really enjoy casually playing BO4 zombies just because I don't know, not all the weapons are very good. This sort of has like BO1 syndrome where there's like only a handful of weapons that are worth using and everything else is kind of garbage. That's also like a reason why I don't like casually playing Black Ops 3 zombies either. Like if I'm playing BO3 zombies, it's either to high round or to do an Easter egg. That's it. Just because, like, all the weapons in BO3 feel the same. Very, very samey. I think how the weapons feel and, like, the different types of weapons, like how many weapons are good, how many weapons are bad, like, for all the crap I give to Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2 Zombies has probably the best selection of weapons because there are some garbage weapons, there are some phenomenal weapons, and then there's everything in between. Like, there's weapons that are like, okay, and some that are like, oh, this is pretty good, but there are better weapons. Like, there's a wide range of weapons that you can use in BO2. And that's one of BO2 Zombies' greatest strengths. I could say the same thing about Cold War, maybe to a lesser extent. but Cold War, I would say, has a great selection of weapons. Not even so much a great selection of weapons, but just so many weapons are fun to use and that you're able to use into, like, the higher rounds. Like, yeah, you can run a shotgun and a wonder weapon, but you don't have to. And, like, there's the argument of dominant strategy, which is essentially, there's, like, if there's, like, a best strategy to use, most players are going to go with that. For BO4, it's, like, the Hellion Salvo or the Hades. For, BO... I don't even know. For Vanguard, it's the Einhorn Revolving or one of the launchers. Zombie games that don't have a dominant strategy, I think is a lot more interesting. Like, for example, like, Cold War, dominant strategy, like, there's shotguns, yeah, but there's also, like, you can run an AR. BO2, depending on what map you play on, like, run an LMG. Not any specific LMG, but an LMG. Just pulling stuff on my butt. Just, the fact that I can't even think of a dominant strategy to Black Ops 2 shows how good that map's weapon selection is. Black Ops 3, get a wonder weapon, get some gobble gums, and get a weapon with, like, dead wire. That's not very interesting to me. I also don't like it when you rely on double pack abilities. I think BO4 did pack abilities pretty well, or like double pack. The alternate ammo types, I should be saying. Or ammo mods if you're a bit newer to zombies. They don't carry you through the game. They kind of assist you in ways. A little bit. They kind of like spice up your weapons, like the occasional burn effect or the occasional freeze. But then you have games like Cold War or Modern Warfare 3, where having those ammo types on your weapon will make it stronger against certain weapons. Like, say, Cold War, either Outbreak or Mauer, if you run a weapon with Napalm Burst or Shatter Blast, those ammo types are good against the Krasny Soldat. So even if you're shooting just the Krasny, not even having the ammo mods like pop their effects, you're doing more damage to it just by having those mods on. Same thing for Modern Warfare 3. If you have Brain Rot, you do more damage to the Mimics, and I think also to the Disciples. That's how I think double pack abilities should go. I will say, there's no reason to use this, or to use the flamethrower, but the tornado is pretty cool. And I didn't even realize it just kind of stays here for a while. Does it stay until you pop a new one? Yeah, and that went away. Hold on. I'm gonna grab a shield, flip the round, and then we can start a game theory. Yo, 20 rounds of classic. I hope I'm making sense of what I'm saying. Not just babbling on my butt. If you like agree or disagree with anything I'm saying, let me know. I'm interested to hear your opinions. Yeah, I think just like a good way to tell like how what I think about like a zombie game, it's mostly like asking the question, would I want to play it casually without doing a high round or without doing an Easter egg? Would I want to jump into the game and just play a casual game? And that's why I hesitate to call BO3 the best zombies game. Because although, oh my goodness, it didn't even kill him.
Who is ready for hell bacon?
It's just going. So dang it, the tornado just kind of stays there until you either pop another one or your Hellfire goes out. That's interesting. I did not know that. Similar to like Twists of Fate from IW. But yeah, you could argue that Black Ops 3 has the best selection of zombie maps. And personally, I would agree. I think BO3 has a phenomenal map selection. And even if there's like maps that I enjoy more from other games, I feel like so far BO3 has been untouched when it comes to like a consistently good map selection. Some have come close. I think BO4 has come close. And even other games like maybe Cold War. There's just not enough maps in Cold War. But I feel like BO3's like casual gameplay is just kind of overall lacking. I think BO3 gets carried super hard because of the Easter eggs, which they are great. Even the maps that I don't like as much, like Zetsuvo, I think have fun Easter eggs. Heck, Garad's Easter egg I think is actually pretty bad, but I still love doing it. Just like, even though it's like poorly designed, I just love jumping into it. Oh, where's it going? I love jumping into it and just doing the steps, fighting the boss. Like, it's so much fun. It also helps that BO3 kind of introduced boss fights to zombies. Yeah, but Descent, yeah, the first boss, it did, but BO3 arguably normalized boss fights for zombies. I don't think IW would have had any boss fights if it wasn't for BO3. We would not have had Mephistopheles if it wasn't for BO3. So I don't want this to seem like I'm like one of those people who like suck off BO3 and I'm like, oh, BO3 is the best ever. If you don't agree, you can go die. No, I hate those people so much. Like, I'm trying to explain how, although I think BO3 did a lot right, I think it just lacks a lot in the casual, like, as a part of, like, in playing, it lacks a lot in casual gameplay that I struggle to call it my favorite. I would say it's weird. It's really weird. BO3 has, in my opinion, the best selection of maps and the best Easter eggs. Black Ops Cold War has the best casual gameplay, the best weapon experience, and like weapon tierings and pack-a-punch systems. I really love that. I would say Black Ops 4 would maybe have the best overall selection of maps when it comes to like, or like Black Ops 4 has the best variety. That's it. I feel like there's like maps for all types of players in this. And I know you can argue the same for BO2, but at the same time, I would say, yeah, it's true for BO2, but I would say the difference between BO2 and BO4 when it comes to their map variety is that BO4 has good maps. So yeah. So yeah, that's my take. So yeah, I don't. It's weird. So yeah, if you were to ask me what's my favorite zombies game, probably Black Ops 3 for Easter eggs and map variety, and Cold War for general gameplay. That would be my answer. I've always bounced back and forth between which one I prefer more. and, yeah, I guess both. And, like, obviously, we're going to talk more about Cold War once we get there. Like, there's no other, like, non-Treyarch game in between BO4 and Cold War. So once we're done with BO4, we'll roll straight into Cold War. And we can, talk about all my thoughts and feelings on Cold War. And I know I said I would make it to round, 30. But I think now would be a good time to end things. But I do want to do something first. There's something specific I want to do. And if you know, you know. Good nuke. I miss. Should not be using this. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're good? Yeah, this video has been all over the place, and I'm sorry for that. Yo points. So, check it. What's that over there? They put a last-gen Richtofen jump scare into this map. So I think, automatically, I think this map deserves more credit than what I give it. So, I think that's where I'm gonna end it for today. I did have fun playing this. Don't get me wrong, even though I'm not the biggest fan of this map, and I would still say that it's, spoiler for the rest of the game, my least favorite map in this game, there still can be fun had in this. I'm the believer that no matter like how bad a map may be, there's always something to appreciate in it. Even the worst of the worst experiences, there is something good about that I can pick out. And I can hear you guys certain time in the comments, oh, it's good again, except for Vanguard. Yes, even Vanguard, I can name some positive stuff, some positive aspects to all 4 Vanguard maps that I either like really like or appreciate. And we'll get to that when we get to that. But for now, I'm gonna end this here after I use this one more time, because I like using this. This is fun. This is by far the worst of the Ether Specialists, but it's also a lot of fun now that I know how to properly use the Fire Tornado. And also, I don't want to make it out like I think that Classified is one of the worst maps of all time. It's not. It really is not. I just think that it's extremely underwhelming compared to the rest of Black Ops 4. Okay, how do I die? Actually, screw it. I'm going out on my own merits. Okay, well, oh, I was 7 kills away from getting to 1,000. Oh, that sucks. 250 headshots, 1 down. Not bad. I did really have fun. I would keep going, but seeing as I uploaded a 2.5-hour Blood of the Dead video yesterday, I kind of want to do a shorter video today. Plus, I also got a text saying that I need to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm gonna head to bed. Ooh, excuse me. But for now, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. Subscribe if you haven't already. And... ooh, got lots of attachments. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Okay, see ya.